Hello my dear viewers, I have returned back with a new video. Today's topic is on the biography of Alexander. Before starting today's video, I would request you to like and comment in this video and please subscribe this channel. Now let us start today's video. Alexander the Great was such a person who was called the master of the battlefield. It is even said that his presence determined the results of the war. He took birth as the son of King Philip II and his fourth spouse, Queen Olympia, at the city of Pella in Greece on the 20th day of July in 356 BCE. There is a major rumor that Alexander was the son of the Greek deity Zeus among many historians. They tell that as he was the son of deity, Alexander became such a great conqueror. Just from his birth, Alexander owned the herds of the people and his father Philip. There is a very famous story that once Alexander went to the royal stable and saw a very fine looking but a stubborn horse there. Alexander asked his father to get the horse for himself, but his father said that Alexander would be unable to control the horse due to his stubbornness. But young Alexander said that he could control the horse in front of him, and if he succeeds, then the horse should be his. King Philip was shocked when he saw that his small son succeeded in controlling the very stubborn horse, on controlling which many people gathered there. He kept his promise and gave it to Alexander. Alexander was very happy on getting the horse and named him Bucephalus. Alexander won many battles on riding over Bucephalus. Alexander slowly grew up as a strong man. When Alexander was of 13 years, he started from the renowned and famous philosopher. He started to take education from the renowned and famous philosopher named Aristotle. Alexander finished his education after 3 years. Now Alexander started to know about the political interface of their kingdom. During that time, Greece was divided in many small territories, and Philip wanted all those areas under his rule. He completed his missions, and he wanted his son Alexander to be the conqueror, to conquer the place that he haven't conquered yet. To conquer the places that he haven't conquered yet. Alexander did so willingly. After the death of Philip, Alexander became the next ruler, and after a few other conquests in Greece, he marched for Persia. With around 50,000 soldiers, Alexander fought a series of victorious battles. First, he defeated Darius, the ruler of Persian Empire. Next, he went to Egypt and allied with them. Now his eyes moved towards India. After entering India with his vast army, Alexander met Ambi, an administrator of the northern parts of India. He gave troops and some weapons to Alexander and annoyed him to fight against Porus, who was the strongest ruler of North India during that time. Alexander first sent his ambassador to Porus and asked him to continue allied relations with him, but Porus disagreed. Alexander now waged an war against Porus. Porus fought well until he lost against Alexander's genius tactics in the battlefield of Hydaspes. Alexander captured Porus and brought him in this court. Then he asked Porus what type of behavior did Porus want. Porus bravely said that he wanted a behavior that a king does with another king. Alexander was pleased with Porus and returned him back all his wealth and influence. Alexander resided in India for a few other weeks and now decided to return back to Greece with his tired army. While returning back, the only 33-year-old Alexander died in Babylon after suffering from malaria in 323 BCE on the 11th of June.